Okay, let's switch in. Hey, friends. It has been a minute. I don't know why my mic just drastically peaked like that, but there you go. It has been a minute. I might turn myself down, maybe. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Buttered Bun, I have a feeling I know you. Greetings! I'm the Buttered Bun, firstborn of Lord Butterbun and Lady Pillsbury, cousin to the Cheese family. Okay, hello, hello. My uncle Lord Cheese has gone for peace meetings with the ketchup people. Okay. Well, Buttered Bun, I'm glad to have you here in your uncle's stead. Hope you're doing well. I haven't streamed for a minute because I had some really crazy crap happening at work. I mean crap in the way people say stuff, not like bad. It wasn't bad stuff. I'm just saying crap colloquially. Um, but I was just busy and tired, and so I didn't stream. We'll see how long I actually stream today. It might go. I have stuff to do today, so I will have to be done at a specific time. We may not stream all the way to that time. I've done a lot on the zoo off stream, which I'm sorry about. But I needed some zoo time, and I did not have streaming energy. So, last stream, I believe, is when we filled in all of this. And then we built the wolf. I believe I made this sign after the stream, though. So, I've filled in this area a bit. I added some more foliage to the timber wolf den. I fixed up, I did a few changes in the Arctic Wolf, but I actually like the Arctic Wolf being a little bit chiller. Thank you, doing great, but I do hope you're doing well. I'm going to play Fable 2, excellent. While you do zoo, also love the place, looks like a dead camp. Exactly. So this is going, I built a zoo tour as well, so you can see the tour point, but I think this looks a lot better with the stuff in here. I think I put this in during the stream as well, but I think I fancied it up since then. I have this place going. So I was originally gonna keep this area just open and not put anything there, and then I caved. There's seals. This is now actually a gigantic seal habitat underneath this walkway. So here's the edge. So the seals can actually like swim up to the cabin and swim around the canoes. And then it's kind of a bummer to have seals and not have an underwater viewing area. So I actually tried this. So there's actually a second set of water. You can see I got baby seals. The baby seals are so effing cute. Look at this. Look at their little hops. I love it so much. Anyway, I don't think the baby seals actually swim. But the grown-up seals will come swim over here, and you can see them from here, which is really cool. And I put in a feeder enrichment down here so the seals will actually want to come over here and swim. So you can still see them swim underwater, but most of the habitat is actually over here. Actually, I should click on the person in the front. And I just think it looks really cool. So from down here, you can see the seals over there on that little dock. That's where they eat. There's like this little cabin. But then you can also see the seals from above. And I have this platform in. There's nothing going over here yet. This is going to be a new area that we expand to. I cheated a little bit with the seals because the seals are technically tundra and aquatic, not taiga. But I really wanted some seals. Oh no, the baby seals do swim. Look at this. Oh no, he's just hopping under the water. Okay. You know what? Sure, Planet Zoo. Sure. So we'll come by sometime when there's some seals swimming over here, but underneath they've got some really cool swimming ability. Here's an adult swimming. So it's kind of a cool little habitat. They got a lot of deep diving room. I just think it would be neat, right? Like if you're at a zoo and this is the main walkway, but you just look over and there's some freaking seals. I don't know. I just think that would be cool. So this pathway goes over here. That was here before, but I've added this information booth. We'll see Silco sign because then you can also walk down here like you saw. Another information booth, another sign. There's nothing up there now. I don't remember if this habitat was in the last stream, but I don't think it was. So I have some bison and some pronghorn antelope over here. So they're over there eating now, but this is their little habitat. I put in like a little garden, which I think looks cool. They got this big old barn. I had to double up the fence because this is just a construction prop. It's not an actual barrier. But then the baby pronghorns could get out. Hey, Ray, welcome! I'm off. I did my last day on the big schedule switcheroo. So I'm just kind of showing off stuff I did on the zoo. Yeah, barely. We're going to see how I do Monday when I have to go back to my regular shift. I have to get up early again, so we'll see. But I'm hanging in there. I'm streaming for a little bit today, and then I'm going with my brother to the county fair this afternoon, which I'm really excited about. So that'll be a fun way to wind down. But I was just showing off. Did you see the seals a second ago? So here's the North American plains, and then there's a bunch of seals over here, which I think is really cool area. And then this is just a bunch of education signs. That's a bathroom. But then I put in another restaurant over here, and I actually really like this design. So it's a restaurant. I'm going to kind of do something like this again. And I did this upstairs outdoor seating. Because when you're eating, what would you rather smell than a bunch of antelope and bison, you know? But then underneath the restaurant is a bunch of stores. So you can go shopping underneath, and I decorated that up. And then this is just a sitting area. It wasn't big enough for a habitat because I have more for the bison and antelope back here. So they have area to get away from guests. So this is what's going on over here. I think these are the only two habitats I've added since the stream. I've just done a lot of filling in. I think you guys have seen everything else. So now I'm just trying to decide where I want to expand to next. Do I want to build something over here next? Do I want to build something over here next? Or do I want to fill up here? I do want to go up here eventually, especially since I've bothered to put the path. A big reason of why I've just put the pathing up here was just to figure out how I wanted it all to look. But I think just for aesthetics, I'd like to fill in over here or over here to just kind of finish off this area. So I actually don't know what animals I'd like to put in, but this is where we're at with the zoo right now. And I think it's looking pretty cool. Just for scheduling purposes, I prioritize streaming today because I go back to my normal schedule next week, but I'm only working Monday through Wednesday, and then I'm actually on vacation, so next weekend I won't even be home. I'll be with Kathleen, who's in the chat. Next weekend is when I get to see Kathleen in person, and I'm so excited. I think the last time I saw you in person was the last time we did a trip. Yeah, I think it was like it hasn't been 2 years since I've seen you in person. That can't be right. I'm forgetting something. So next weekend there probably won't be a stream unless I force Kathleen to come on and do like a short one for a face reveal. We'll see. That'll just depend on how time's going too. But the week after that, I should start getting back to normal. So that'll be good. Actually, not this weekend, not the following weekend where we're on our trip, but the weekend after. So 3 weekends from now, 3 weekends from now will be my birthday weekend. So we'll probably have to do something on stream for me to turn the big 3-3. But yes, I'm trying to decide something over here or something over here, and it'll probably be based on what we actually want to build. So let's slap a little tag on. I'm okay with cheating and doing a little bit of Tundra Animals, but I thought about doing like an ibex or a reindeer here, something that likes steep stuff, because I thought it would be cool to use this hill to make a habitat, but I also might do something else because I thought that would be another cool thing, like over here making another habitat with steep cliffs that people could walk over like they walk over the seal habitat. But that actually might be kind of hard to contain, so maybe not. I do want to do an Elmer leopard because I've never done a habitat for them before, and I didn't realize that they're actually like taiga because they're actually mountainous. So I think, we have tigers, but what we don't have, I don't think we have any bears. I do not believe the bear. We have canines, we have afeline, we have primates, we have birds, we have rodents, we have, I don't know what you would call this, but like, deer-like animals. But we don't have any bears, so maybe we should pick a bear species next. And we have a couple of options. We have Formosan black bear, we can do giant pandas, grizzlies, Himalayan brown bears. So there's some bear options, and polar bear. Polar bears need a lot of room, though. It's pretty ridiculous. So I think we'll probably save polar bear for when I expand up here. Because I think we could turn this area into a pretty cool polar bear habitat. Because they need a lot of room. And I'm not ready to expand up here. So maybe in that regard, I guess then the question is, do you want to put bears together or do you want to put bears separate? Or we could just expand up here. I mean, like, I'm the one that's deciding I don't want to, so I could just change my mind and we could build polar bears up here. That might actually be kind of fun. Finish Rise of the Republic. I have it. I've been bad. I haven't even started it. I have it. My brain could not handle reading for the last 2 weeks. Even though it came out, I was so excited to read it. I've been staring at the cover. But, like, I just couldn't. I've been so screwy. I have had no energy for anything that wasn't work or like playing video games. And I barely had energy to play video games. So I'm so bad. I haven't even begun it. But I want to read it so bad. I think once I get past my vacation, I'll probably pick it up. But I'm going to need to get through it because frickin' From a Certain Point of View comes out this month too. And that's going to be an endeavor because I'm going to want to read it. Llamas are fun too, though. And llamas would... I'm changing my mind, guys. I might put llamas here. This is a great spot for llamas. This is a llama zone. Little llama land over here. Yeah, I think once I get past my vacation, I think I'll be ready to read. But From a Certain Point of View is going to be a thing because, like, publisher Tom, keeps posting, like, the Palpatine stories are kind of like a loose trilogy in the third Fact-Pov and that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh, not only am I going to want to read Fact-Pov, but I'm going to want to reread stuff from Fact-Pov. So, I'm going to get so behind on reading. I'm already kind of I'm so behind on comic books, I don't even want to think about it. And that stresses me out because, I'm sorry if you guys wanted Star Wars Corner or not, but you're in Star Wars Corner. I really want to read Crimson Climb, even though I'm not the biggest EK fan. I'm a huge Kira fan. So I really want to read Crimson Climb, but I haven't read any of the comics that have Kira in them whatsoever. I'm like, oh, do I need to take time? It's not that I don't want to read them. It's just like that's such a commitment. And I'm sure the book is going to be accessible if I haven't read them. But I know I'm going to get so much more out of it if I have. Like, ugh. Name one llama, Carl. Oh, you know I have to. Don't worry if he chops off hands. Carl and Paul, right? Carl and Paul. We'll have to have Carl and Paul. Brotherhood by Mike Chen from Fact-Pov. Jimmy. Aw. Also blame you for the Star Wars stuff. I love that you do, so I'm not the one upset by it. I love that you bring it up. I think we're going to build a little llama land here. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. We're building llama land. We can do a little viewing area over here so people can come sit at their benches and see the llamas. And then have some area over here. Because I don't know if this is too steep for the llamas. If it is, we'll adjust. But I also want to build We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. We are gonna have a good time with Llama Land. Where is my stamp tool? Stamp tool. We're gonna pick the ramp. I don't really care about angle snap. Longer. Wider. Steeper. Oh god, look how beautiful this is. You can do so much terraforming. Oh, that's terrible though. We're not gonna do that. Okay. I want it to go in. There we go. Need the nice little yellow lines there. There we go. See? Just pretend that that's not like that. There we go. Make a nice little slope. A slope-a-dope. No, that's bad. Just like that. Just to give it a little bit of room, as it were. Like that. And then we're going to use the smooth tool. Speaking of comics, the final Yoda actually scares me with some of the panels. Wait, did another Yoda come out? I thought I read all of them. Oh god, didn't I read all the Yodas, or did I not read the last Yoda? Now I'm questioning myself. Maybe I didn't read the last one. I know I've read all of the first two. I've read all of Cabin's, and I've read all of the ones with Dooku. I can't remember if I read 2 or 3 of the final arc. See, this is how out of it I've been. I know I finished the High Republic comics. That I did do. The main line. I haven't read any of the adventures for Phase 2. Which I probably should do now that Phase 2 is actually done. Oh god, that's not what I want. We'll have to get into the Yoda comic. Okay, yeah, if it came out this week, then I haven't read it. I thought they were all out. I didn't know I was waiting for another one. Okay. Well, I'm glad you told me, so I will grab that. Yeah, if it happened this week, I definitely didn't know about it. I have been all over the place. But the Yoda comic, I very much want to read. Okay, this is definitely going to be fine for the llamas. I prefer construction pieces to the fence pieces, honestly, just because I think it looks better. So let's grab... I'm inclined to do the Arctic panels, but let me just make sure nothing jumps out at me. I was like, no, this would be... Actually, the rock pieces might not be bad. The European ones, even though llamas are South American. I think this might work. Yeah, but I actually want to start with the slopes. So the slopes are for roof pieces, but they can also be for fencing along here. Is this how I want to do it? Or do I want to try with actual fencing? I want to experiment. We're going to try this just to see how it goes. And if it's a terrible idea, we can just delete it all. Thank you, Kathleen. I'm so excited to see you Wednesday. Like, I am just ridiculously excited. It's going to be so lovely. I think I could have changed the colors on these, but at this point I don't want to, so it's just going to be the way it's going to be. Let's pick the short wall so it doesn't like super stick out of the ground. And then we just might have to... Llamas can jump, so I have a feeling I'm going to have to do 2 different things, but that's okay. So we're going to come through here like this. I'm going to put some glass there, so we're going to leave it open. The problem with this is it's going to be much more grid-like, because it's literally on a grid. Like, I can't do anything about that. You know what we can do? We can make this the building that they live in. That would be kind of cool. And then you can watch them here. This, though, I'm going to want to make glass. So then we're going to go this way. And we'll go back to this. Like that. Like I said, I'm very much experimenting. I have never made a habitat like this before. So we're going to see how this goes. Oh, no, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Like that. Nope, that's not what I want either. This is just not going to be tall enough, but I can play with that too. See, we're already having issues where it's not going to slope. Right. Sometimes these grids get a little weird and it won't let me increment it enough, and it gets a little frustrating. Now you must leave, exploit the fair people of Fable 2, and capitalize off of every economic surface you can find, just like Lord G's farewell. Have a good day, enjoy Fable 2. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. It's always good to see you or your uncle. You know, it's just good to have your family represented here on the stream. Okay. And then... what's this? Yeah! See, just like this. We're just going to get the outline going, and once the outline's there, we will figure the rest out. They might not like those trees. It's okay. Okay, so then we're going to go for the taller pieces. See, they won't let me... okay, that's fine. I won't need it stacked that high back here anyway. It's just... in that case, we'll just use the taller pieces. Rather than... and the reason for that is just simply... the more pieces you have in your zoo, the laggier it gets. So if I'm already gonna do this, then I might as well just delete the pieces I'm not gonna use. Not that it's gonna make a gigantic difference, but we might as well. That's all I'm saying. That's not what it is. There we go. Just like that. And then use... what piece will fill that in? Can I have a piece that goes the other way? I don't think so. Because it's not on a grid. I think I'll have to use square one, but we can at least use the smaller one. Like that. And if there's little holes like that, I can either fill them with rocks, or it'll probably be too small, honestly, for the llamas to get out. See, because the problem I'm going to have is it's, like, really screwy with this grid, which is very annoying. Don't know why it does that, but it does. Or I can just fill it in, and it's fine. And for some of this, too, I'm not going to know if they can get out or not. So some of this I'm just going to have to go through and do once the animals are in. I have built a llama habitat before, but not regularly enough where I'm like, ah, yes, I know how the llamas work. Freaking. Okay, fine. Wish I understood your weird ways, Zoo, but here we are. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is go back to this. I have a hole there too I got to do something about. I just want to make another layer high because I feel like this is going to be... I feel like llamas are jumpy and they're going to get out if I'm not careful. And this would be much easier if I would just use a regular barrier, but then I wouldn't learn anything, right? So let's do a little learning together. Like even halfway through this, I can think of 8 different ways I could have done this instead, but okay. That's what learning is. And then I had some gaps over here. I see that little one, I'll come back for it. With this piece. It's very hard to see what I'm doing. Okay. So then what I want is we might as well use these glass pieces. They're not necessarily my favorite, but they're here. And then I can kind of keep everything together. Zoom in a little bit here so I can tell what I'm doing. Glass, glass, glass. Same thing here. Now, will I be able to put this on a grid properly? I will. Oh, there! That's wrong. Glass. Now, I'm not going to make this interior, even though I'm using walls. Like, I'm not going to put a roof over it. I'm going to put a roof over this area because it's going to be their, like, their spot. But I'm not going to make this an interior enclosure like I've done when I've used these walls before. Okay, then I just need to smooth out that hitch. How do I... that's not the worst way to do it. And then I can grab... Would the 1 meter be enough? No. 2 meter? There, look at that. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. And then we'll come over here and we'll put a roof on just this part because that's going to be their interior structure. What do I want as a roof? Shingles, maybe? With some teal and maybe a little bit of this to match the area. So this part will be inside. Be like a little stable. We'll round it like that. I like that. Now, does the brickwork have curve? That brickwork does. This one does also. So I could do this and this. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I think we could do some cool stuff on the side there too, like some columns. Even a plaster pillar, just something that would get it a little color. Like that. It's probably the same. I did want something thicker though. Is there a thicker? Yeah. That's gonna be too... Wow. I might be able to do something with that though. Here. Slap that there. And then go into the controls. Turn on angles so I can get flat. Like that. Now we'll turn off angles. Angle snap, I should say, not turning off angles, but... It may not be perfect, but I think we can make this work. Honestly, it's not going to be perfect, but that's going to add a little bit of texture, and I don't hate that. So we'll get one side here pretty good, and then we'll copy and paste that one side to the other side. It's kind of my plan. Tony Dodo. Looks good so far. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for swinging by. Are you a Planet Zoo fan, or are you just somebody looking for a place to hang out? And now we'll grab these pieces and replicate them, because then that's going to be close enough. We can just slide it in over here. Like the game? Excellent. Glad to hear it. I love me some Planet Zoo myself. Which circle are we looking for? The green one? We're building... that actually could come forward a little bit. We're building a little llama land over here. I'm experimenting with using more construction barriers instead of regular barriers in my zoo. So we built some walls. Don't play much? That's fine. I play too much. And I don't even play as much as a lot of people do. Give you a little brief zoo tour. We're doing a taiga biome themed zoo. Quick camera movement, watch out. Ah. I'm trying, the camera doesn't actually want to move fast. Oh, there we go, now it does. Okay, so here's the front of the zoo. You walk in on some shops, butterfly barn, got some Siberian tigers hanging out here. We got an inside, I got a little garden here. Interior, red panda habitat. Food's gross, don't look at that. They got a little house up there. And then we got some Arctic foxes also inside over here. And then this is our bug house. I called it Spring Thaw so I could cheat because they're not taiga biome animals. But I really wanted a reptile house, so here we are. It's not too bad as far as reptile houses go, I think. I will show you the tigers up close. They're doing good. We've had a couple of generations here. Here's our food court next to the future llama land. He has a tagas. Where's a taga? Are they in a little cave? Yeah. Tiger. There's a big kitty. Who's a good big kitty. And then I think There's the other one, but I hear... We have a baby right now, don't we? We do. Where is the baby? Baby tiger! No, that's still the big tiger. Where did the baby tiger go? Show me little tiger. Come here. Little tiger. Baby tiger. Big murder mittens. I know. I do, Tony Dodo, I feel you. I watch a lot of other people stream or do, like, Let's Plays, and I'm like, I could never make that. You get surprised. I surprise myself sometimes with stuff I do. And I don't say that as a brag. I just mean the game is so beautifully built. You can do so many cool things. Oh, you're gonna play with your parrot. Aw. Cute little kitty. That was cute. But you just learn a lot from watching other people play. And it's a patience thing. Sometimes I just don't have the patience for it myself. We got badgers, which are also inside. I've been practicing, like I said, with these kind of barriers, so I've been getting better. It is. It is a labor of love. This is outside, but there is a roofed section. But here we have cranes with Japanese macaques. So you can see a baby monkey. And the monkeys are over there under the pipes. With the birds. We got some bison with some pronghorned antelope. They're doing a little chat. That guy can throw hay. Look at that. This I'm really proud of. This is my little seal cove. You can see the seals swimming. And then up here we have timber wolves with Arctic wolves. Badgers are your state animal? Well, there you go. These are European badgers, though, because the game gets really specific for reasons that I don't understand. And then this is nothing. This is just me trying to get better at making lush areas. So this zoo has been a lot of me taking things I've learned and applying them is basically what's happening. So here we'll probably put a sign, like a nice little, this somewhat nice badger. Here we'll probably put a llama sign. Is that an open spot? It is an open spot. Let's fix that. And then some people will be able to view inside the barn from the food court, which will be kind of cool. And then this will be the primary viewing area. So what we'll do here is we will continue. Gosh dang it, game. Come on. Why won't you let me? There we go. Oh, that's frustrating. Why won't it let me grid here? Okay. Well, I don't know why it won't let me do it. But we'll just do this and fix it. I'll be able to fix it, so, and connect them. So we'll continue the primary path this way. Although I may actually dead end the zoo over here, so we won't continue it too much. But in the event I don't dead end the zoo, I at least walk the path here. And then... That's not what I want. I want this one. We'll try to just connect these paths, I guess. I don't know why this is being so pesky, but it's being pesky. Okay. This is getting worse. This is getting worse. Everything's going wrong. Okay. If I do this, that's gonna ruin everything. Okay. Maybe this is just a sign. that it is time to end the zoo in this direction. So the zoo won't go any wider than this, I think is what will happen. So we'll bring, like, the main path this way. You know what? Maybe this would work better. You know what? Maybe that was my problem. Hold on. Let's make the same mistakes again. And see if maybe my problem was path size. It's like, we'll do this. And then try this. Yeah. Okay. That's really ugly, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. Play the dinosaur version of this game. The Jurassic World Evolution games? I haven't tried those. I have the first one. I downloaded it free off of Epic, but I haven't played it. But I've heard those games are really good as well. Okay, let's pause the game. Go back to barriers. And actually make the habitat now. The campaign is hard, I imagine. Some of the campaigns in this game can be really hard and annoying. I've tried to beat them, but they do a lot of things that kind of set you up to fail. Which I guess isn't the worst thing, because it is supposed to be a challenge, but I'm like, man, I just want to build. We'll cheat it a little bit here, because I don't feel like zigzagging, and it's not necessarily important that we do. So we'll just do that. Here it needs to line up perfectly-ish. Learning how null barriers worked really changed my life in this game. Because you could make such cool habitats. It's also kind of funny to me because the barriers in the game, like, they have resistance grades and everything for, like, how long they last before they have to be repaired and stuff. But, like, the construction materials, as far as I'm aware, don't. So it's just kind of funny to me. Okay. We'll put the gate inside their little interior, because I think that would be neat. And then we'll go to paths, turn it way the heck smaller. And then my hope here is to connect this into this staff area. Yes! Look at that. So that's going to be very convenient for the keepers. And then, because physics isn't real, they'll just walk right through that. But what I want to do is slap some doors down so I know where it is. Can I have a big fancy door to Llama Land? Let's just do this. If you would like to know, do I play horror games? Sometimes. I'm very specific on the type of horror games I'll play. But I have played some before. If you look on some of my old playlists, I streamed a game called Soma. That one literally gave me nightmares. But if you like watching horror stuff, that's pretty good. I've streamed Prey, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Some people consider that a horror game. Some people don't. I know I've streamed more. I'm trying to remember what I've put on here and what I've not. But I don't do a lot. Oh, I've played Alan Wake. I streamed Alan Wake and Control on this channel. Those were pretty fun. I liked Control significantly more than I liked Alan Wake. I'm not the biggest horror fan myself, but I make a few exceptions for a couple of really good games. I'm trying to think if there's any others I'm forgetting. I play a lot of the next story game I'm going to stream. I've had some weird work hours, so I'm doing a lot of Planet Zoo just because I'm not streaming very consistently right now because of work. But when I get back to kind of normal, it's not a horror game, but I'm going to stream the second Tomb Raider game in the remakes or whatever you want to call them, the reboots, um, which I've never played before. We played the first one earlier this year. I just got done streaming the first Mass Effect, which was also a first time play for me, and that was really fun. So I'm gonna do Tomb Raider 2. I think it's Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Mass Effect 2 for my next two story games, which I'm very excited about. So I play kind of a wide variety of stuff. I do a lot of strategy games. I've been really into Frostpunk. I'm always really into XCOM. I've been meaning to stream the BioShock series again. I have done that, but it's been years. I don't think I have very many of the same people watching me now that I did then. So I think there'd be some value in doing that again. But I'm kind of eclectic. Wow, they'll go up to 30. That's wild. So if I did like 20 with 10 kids, we're talking 18,000 square feet. How many square feet do I have? Nope, not paths. Nope. Okay. This is faster. We'll go this way. We're looking at 21,000. So I could do 10 and 10. I'd probably need a little bit less than that. Just because once I put trees and rocks and stuff in here, that number's going to go down. So we'll go animal trading. Llamas. We'll just grab what's here. And we'll start with these 4. Because getting these 4 will let me figure out how I did making the habitat. He's a cool looking one. And once I know how I did making the habitat, then we can fill in the rest of it. While we're waiting for them to arrive, I can put some water in here, which is kind of cool. So I think one thing we could do is terrain, flatten to foundation, much smaller spot. And we'll make a little flat spot here, like a little cave, like that. Have some fun with this, and then push this down. And I'll have to push it down more, which is fine. I don't think llamas swim. I need that deeper. Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button, that's why. There we go. Oh, somebody's here. I might be able to fix that with rocks, actually. Let's check in on our little llama friends here. Click on one. Bring up the gate. All right, so we can go all the way up here. This is a problem for some reason, and I think it's because this is where I didn't make the slope. So let's go into terrain, stamp tool, and just make this same slope here. We'll worry about that thing that I was trying to make in a minute, even if I undo some of it. No, I want flattened surface, bigger. See, I don't know why it's doing that. don't know why it's just decided there's a gaping hole. I know why there's a gaping hole there. Might have made that all a little too. Kind of hard to see with the Taiga biome because everything's lighter in color. Okay. Let the game recalculate. That's better. Okay, so this area that's not traversable. Because it's saying that I have 19. If you like fish, Mega Aquarium is like this, but aquariums. Okay, I have been actually wanting an aquarium game. There's so many on Steam. I haven't known which is a good one. Mega Aquarium, you say, is a good one. I'm trying to figure out, like, why would some of this be? Maybe, actually, if I do it the other way, maybe if I do roughen, it will create pockets that they can access. Let's try that. No, that made it all worse. Okay. Okay. So this area is what needs help. I think we have to go to my old friend, Rocks. Don't do a line to surface. Do regular random rotation. It's only salt water though. That's fine. Nothing wrong with salt water stuff. We're gonna do some cool rock work over here and see what comes of it. Since they already can't climb over here anyway for some reason. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. I would love to get them some water, but that's a secondary priority to them actually being able to traverse their habitat. So we'll see what happens. So we'll put in a start here and just see if this works. And if it doesn't work, then we know to not keep going. But if it does work, then we'll know to keep going. Okay, let's see what this does. Ooh, okay, not working, but it could also just be that they can't get to it. So let's just see what happens if I do this from someplace that is accessible. Ugh, getting worse. Getting worse. I just want them to be able to scale on there. I don't know why they can't. I'm not ready to give up. I'm not ready to admit defeat. Maybe if I put in more of these flat pieces. And then we'll also go to terrain, smooth. Worse. Okay. No, bad. No, bad. Don't select all of the stuff behind. We'll just have to delete these one by one. At least it's less. Okay, let's experiment a little bit. Let's come down here with some rocks and figure out what can they even do, right? Like, is the problem the rock? What's the problem? See, they can get on that rock there. So what if... So it's not that they can't be on the rocks themselves. It's something about how they can't get up to the rocks. So let's try this. See, okay. Interesting. So they need wider, flatter areas. So we might be better off just trying to smooth the terrain than using the rocks. Which was not what I wanted. Let's slope slightly less. Come back over here. Gosh dang these controls. That's super ugly, but it's gonna get us started. Okay. Click on a llama. Okay, that's significantly better. Significantly better. So over here it's a little rough. Okay, that's much better. So there's just something about right here, like these spots that are a problem. I wish I knew what it was. So let's try actually pushing in, maybe. Oh, nope. That was bad. That cut us off from the top. Okay, we're back to better. So I'm going to come in here, just pick a rock, any rock, and I'm going to put these rocks as markers. So when I turn this off, I can see where the problem areas are. I don't really have an intent to keep them, but will show me where the problem areas are. Okay, so these are the problem areas. So then I'm going to come in here with some of these. So these are areas where they already can't go anyway. So if I mess this up, it's not going to be a big deal. So since I already can't mess it up, because it's already messed up, let's try something. See if I can make standing platforms here. And we'll see if it makes it even remotely better. And if it doesn't, it's already not working, and we'll just go with it. Okay. Intriguing. Intriguing. Oh god, that's gonna be bad. And see, you're not even going to be able to see him, so I don't really like that. What about this? Nope. Not sure I'm really that worried about it is the thing, because like I said, they already can't go here, so I'm not losing any space. And they already have a fair amount of space. I don't fully understand why. It must be something about the spacing issue with them. Like they need so much space to stand somewhere. And these rocks are not giving them that space. It's the only thing I can think of. See what this does. Nope. How's this looking? Okay, they can at least go up and through. So the only thing would be is I'd like to get a little bit more space here. So we'll take the ice ones out at least. Put these in. Kind of make this look a little bit better. Then grab some of these. I probably could have gotten away with this with the ibex. I think the ibex will do a bit more of a slope, but I could be wrong about that. I don't hate that. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's see how this works for us. Okay, and they can kind of stand up there a little bit, but then they kind of lose everything down this side. So I'm gonna delete these rocks out along this side, because then they might be able. Okay, they still can't go there. And I'm wondering if that's a slant issue or a rock issue. Like, do they not have enough around through, or what's happening? Try this, see what happens. Oh, that was bad. That made it worse. Now they're stuck. Okay. Now we're no longer stuck. Don't know why they can't go through there. Let's try. Didn't really make it better or worse. Again, didn't really make it better or worse. Like, you can stand there, but you can't. I'm guessing it's because they can't jump down for some reason. I feel like llamas should be able to. I think if I use these and put like their full space in, it corrects the space problem. So let's try one more thing. Okay, did nothing. Thinking that's why. Afraid of blocking all space again. Yeah, okay. That's making it worse. This does nothing. So now they can at least get up and down there. The one thing I want to solve is getting them up and down here, and I don't know why they can't. a little bit better. So my next plan then is to grab one of these big ones. Turn off ankle snap. I had it the right way. So we're gonna put this here. And we're gonna do this. Now, the next thing I want to figure out is, can they go on here? Okay, they can, which means if I replicate this very carefully, then I might be able to make them a pathway. Oh, off random rotation for the purposes of this. See, I am making it steeper, and that is the problem. Let's see where we're at. Okay, yep, we are not making it. I don't understand why. Let me try one other thing. What if? What if? What if? This is already... The thing is, they're not climbing animals, so I don't know that this would actually do anything. Oh, but it does! Okay, okay. Here's how we're gonna fix it then. So the climbing materials help. It's got to be the angle. The angle is the only thing that makes sense. Does it become uneven? Also, like, thank you. I don't know if it could be unevenness, but I really think I am surpassing the angle at which they can climb. That is my guess as to what's happening. They can't do steeper. Well, that doesn't necessarily make sense, because this becomes less steep. Is it a width thing? That does become steeper. Okay, we made it a little further. I think let's delete, delete, delete. Actually, let's platform maybe. Really just want them to be able to come up this way. No, okay. I may just have to let the stream go. Let's try if this works. And the other thing we can try game. Okay, they can go up this. Then I may not want to use this piece though. Something that might be grippable. I don't know if that'll actually make a difference or not. But aesthetically it will. They can definitely do that angle. They can do this angle. We'll see what this does. Hey, look at that. We're making progress. Okay. Okay. This is very interesting to me as a solution. Okay. Now, I think the problem here might be the rocks. Okay. Progress. Could you put like a small river on the side to make the open space look better? Possibly. Possibly. It's not a bad idea. Now I'm just trying to kind of get us there. What I could do, now that we have the angle that works, there's other things I might be able to do. I could cover this with plants so you wouldn't even be able to see it. Unless you meant the waterfall over here. Okay, I want to look at this pathing again. Okay. So for whatever reason, that doesn't connect. So what I'm going to do is go into habitat. And up here, the guests aren't really going to be able to see it. So it's not really going to matter as much. But the climbable platforms can sometimes cheat the game into letting animals walk there because they're designed to be climbable. Okay, this is now completely connected. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the angle that makes it work or what. But then what I could do, again, as an experiment. Gotta go. All right, it was good seeing you here. I'm not even paying attention to the time. I was gonna make this shorter. But we can kind of do what we did in the Timberwolf and see if they'll walk on it. like, I'll place this. Try to get the angle to line up. That's close. It's not quite there, but it's close. I think this might do it. Yep, that looks about as close as I'm gonna get. So, like, say I did this. Let's change the rock color to look better. Oh, no, I don't like that. Foam can be lighter. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that curbing. Is the only thing I don't like, but I might be able to hide that. Let's see what that does. It's a little bit off there, but if this is even close, okay, it kind of works. This, I'm guessing, is just too tall. And in fact, what I wonder is, do I need the roof pieces at all if I have the waterfalls? Might not be able to get to them. I can. That's have to be tricky. I needed the roof pieces to get the angle. But now that I have the angle, maybe I don't need the roof pieces. Look at that. That's kind of cool. So just for whatever reason, they can't come out front. Nice voice. No, that's fine. I appreciate it. Some people find my voice relaxing and some people find my voice grating, but I you know, different things work for different people. But usually what I get from people is I'm a YouTube screamer. No, not screamer. I'm a YouTube streamer that's not screaming all of the time for no reason, which I personally find obnoxious. And I think that's what people like about streams with me. Let's try this. I might just call this close enough. Yeah, we might just call this close enough. They might actually be able to jump from here to here. So then, now that I've taken the roof pieces out, what I wonder is, can I drop each of these slightly? Take the roof pieces out. Oh, I want the roof piece. Game, give me the roof piece. Give me the roof piece, not the waterfall. Okay, I'll do this. Herp. Delete. X. Put back. There we go. That way we can kind of hide the ribbing in the waterfall. Drop down. And this might not work. I might have to put them all back, but we'll see. And then just a lot of cumbersome clicking. Okay. See, now it doesn't work. I don't think it's the lack of roof pieces. Maybe it is. I think it's, for whatever reason, the angle's too far off. And they can't, like, go back. If not, we'll just undo a few times and see where that leaves us. Okay, no. I think the roof pieces were actually necessary. Okay, so we'll go back to here, because it worked at this point. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it good here. For the slope. I think it's gonna be close enough, and we may discover that they can actually hop here. And so that these bars are gonna bother me. But I also think I can put some plants over there that might help with that. The other thing I want to check is, see how I can get this, what? Yeah, one of my Arctic wolves died of old age. So this is potentially going to ruin everything, but we're going to try something. Make a little pondo. Let's do this. Duplicate. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted either. Duplicate. God, no. Okay, everything's going wrong. Oh, no. What am I going to do? Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Hey, okay, so that did not ruin everything. They still have a fair amount of walkable space. I think this could be a little lower. Like that. And then they have like a little pond. Now, next thing I want to try is, let's get some more llamas. Because I won't be able to have as many as I wanted. But I want more than I have. Then to zoo. See, he's walking on a little waterfall. That's pretty cool. He seemed broadly happy. They seem broadly happy. People are trying to see it from over here. Still in the little den. So then let's go here and grab these rocks. Put a random rotation back on. Just kind of fill in this area. And again, hopefully this doesn't screw up their walkable area. I just want this to look a little better. Doesn't make the most physics sense, but that's okay. Okay, that did not drastically screw anything up. So let's uncheck all these so that I can just go to them here and we'll pick. Okay, I knew they wouldn't like that tree. It's just, you don't like that tree, but it's like literally just barely sticking. And it's not even really in your space. It's just because we're at the fence. There. Yeah, see, now you're fine. So Taiga, temperate, grasslands, Central South America, trees. Let's take grassland off because it's not really going to fit the zoo vibe we've got going here. And we can put trees along this side because they already can't walk here. And so since they already can't come here anyway, these trees aren't going to hurt anything. So they'll just be real pretty looking. Like that. And then, no. No. Huh, okay. We'll turn grassland back on just because there's not a lot of options for their continent, and I want more trees. And I just won't use anything particularly deserty looking. You just have to be fine. I like to cover up tree trunks a lot of times just because then things will look more shrub-like. There we go. So that just kind of fences it in a little bit. And then we'll do a line to surface and just slap some flowers down. Adds texture. Big fan of texture. We're still good on time. Oh, I don't get a lot of flower options here. That's a little frustrating. Because that yellow, like, really sticks out. I guess what I haven't done, though, is I haven't done any terrain painting. So that's part of the issue. And then this can also be helpful for... I don't really want to add it to the group, but... No, I don't. Okay, fine, whatever. Whatever, game. We can do like this. I guess if I take a line to... No, I need a line to surface on. I'm just going to have to adjust it. And then it just kind of looks stupid. Then it just kind of looks stupid. Okay. How often do I stream? Lately, not as much, like I said, because work has been crazy. I'm kind of on here because I don't know when I'm going to stream again because next weekend I'm on vacation. But after next weekend, I'm hoping to go back to normal, and I try to do at least 2 streams a week. I try to stream as consistently as I can on Saturdays around this time. And then I try to get at least 1 weekday stream in where I can. Ah! It's a big scary tree. But, I've not been as good at the whole consistency thing as I should be. But then there's other times, like when I was streaming Mass Effect, I was streaming all the time because I was trying to play that game only on stream. So then I was streaming a lot because I wanted to get through it. See, I like how this looks. I'm just really worried this is going to screw with the pathing. We're going to give it a shot. And then here, I'm not worried about it because I already know it doesn't work. So I can just put crap here and it's not going to be a big deal. And we can do the same over here. And this just kind of helps this rock work look less ridiculous. I've learned in Planet Zoo that layering really transforms things more than you think it will. Okay, let's check on this and see if I've broken anything. Oh gosh, dang it. So I didn't exit, that means, well, whatever. I make that mistake all the time. Okay, we're still really good. While we're waiting for these other llamas to show up, let's go ahead and do terrain painting, because I haven't done any of that. And we really should. So they want more grass, less soil. Okay. Not the biggest fan of long grass. We'll put that up here. They're all like waddling because this is such an intense slope. That's funny. I don't like long grass, so we're gonna stop there. Some grass down. Fix the long grass again here in a second. Okay. And then we'll go back through here. Okay, they're happy now. Look at them jump. See, I knew they could jump. I'm gonna think a bit on how to solve the barriers. I may just ultimately decide I don't care enough. But this is looking pretty good. So now let's go back to nature and grab some trees. There were some cool looking trees that I clicked on accident. Now I don't, there's these. These are neat. I don't know where on earth I'm going to be able to fit one of these. Yeah, we're not going to be able to fit those. That sucks because they look really cool. We'll just keep up the holly tree palooza. And hopefully I can plant these trees here and it's not going to mess with the pathing. But again, we're just going to put them in and then we'll check. If this doesn't look dumb from this side. I might just have to put trees down both sides. Because then you won't notice. But I'll probably, once this is done, I'll probably do this work. You can't really see where I'm pointing, can you? I'm going to do this work over here and fill it in here. And then that'll all look better. I just want to get us functional. And then we'll detail it out, as it were. No. See, these are all more deserty plants. I don't really want those. The bramble bushes will work. Something a little taller. Yeah, like that. And they might be able to actually walk through the bushes, and the bushes might actually work better. Because they might not mess with what I'm trying to do here. There we go. This is more like what I was looking for. There, like that. That doesn't look half bad. Looks fine still. In fact, he's gonna walk up, yeah? I'm gonna watch him. Are you gonna venture up, little llama? No. It just looks funny. They're happy enough socially. Their biggest problem is I have no... Like, he's trying. Yeah, the angle is definitely the problem. They have, like, the constipation walk trying to go up the waterfall. That's funny. I like this. Okay, so now to habitat. Species. Llama. Llama. Okay. Food and water. Let's start with the food trough first. We can actually put the food trough in the building, I think. I think that would make a certain amount of sense. Oh, don't mind him. He's just taking a dump. It's fine. They don't need water because they have water. So that's good. Enrichment items. Food enrichment. Slap that there. Slap that there. God, they need so much food enrichment. This could be a problem. So I'm gonna have to like double everything. We can put another one of these graze feeders inside. The problem is I can't stick anything here. I guess I could try this. Okay, they can reach it because it's just gonna roll down the hill is the problem. We're so close. See, it's just gonna roll down the hill. That's funny. Okay, there we go. I got their food options. Like a rubbing pillar also inside of here. This is just where they all come to poop. I guess that's going to be convenient for the zookeeper. It won't let me place that for some reason. Rousey. Rousey? Am I saying that right? How's it going? Lovely to have you swing by. Oh, that rubbing pillar is literally all they need. Okay, we'll just stick with that because this is going to be pretty crowded in here. Oh, they can swim. Learn something new every day. Okay, so they're pretty happy. Their only problem is nutrition, which is easily fixed by just hopping in here. I'm playing in sandbox mode, so everything's researched already. They have plenty of hard shelter. Where can you get this game? This is called Planet Zoo. I have it from the Steam store. I think this is only on PC. I don't think they've released this one for console. The Jurassic World Evolution games that Tony was talking about, those are by the same developer, so it's going to have a lot of the same stuff, only dinosaurs. And those you can get for console as well. So if you're more of a console player, you can check them out there. But if you are on PC, you can get this pretty much on any digital game store. So I have it on Steam. I'm pretty sure you can get it on Epic. It's a lovely game. And thank you. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm pretty proud of it. There's still some things I want to tweak and make better. But I think we kind of got it there. The waterfall idea was a good suggestion because that covered up the roof and made it look a lot better. I can still do some plant work up here to make that look a little bit better. But I can tweak that all over time. Let's get some actual better pathing for yes. If you hold down control, you can build a path wherever you want and it won't try to connect to a previous path, which is very helpful if you are trying to build a space first before connecting it to the larger area. Like this. And then this area I'm leaving alone because the idea is you can look at the llamas while you're eating. People are inevitably going to go stand there anyway, but that's okay. They're still going to stand all the way here and be like, it's a terrible view. You can't see it. And I'm like, walk 3 feet. I think what we could do here, actually, is if we wanted to edit this, go into roofs. Actually, what I could do is click here. Oh, no, bad. Don't just place a random roof. Duplicate. And what we can do is we can create an overhang for the guests. Like this. And the reason why I'm copying it is so that the colors are right. Duplicate, please. Thank you. Just like that. So now the guest can stand under something while they view the llamas. Let's see how their view is. Check out this kid. It's a pretty good view of the llamas, I think. See, you can see some llamas doing their llama thing. I like that. I like that a lot. Facilities, benches. I've been making everything here kind of teal. Some benches down for people to sit. And we'll just need some things like some donation bins and all that kind of good stuff. Oh, but I think we got the groundwork here done really good. I think I'm gonna get going. Like I said, I have some stuff I have to do this afternoon. So I didn't have as much time as I normally do. But I didn't want to like ignore everybody for a month for no reason. So, oh wait, hold on. They're using the waterfall. Let's check it out. Look at that. That's just fun. So this upcoming weekend, I won't be doing any kind of long streams because I'll be on vacation. If I get a little bit bored, I might try to pop on. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days, and do a little bit more zoo. I just don't want to make any promises because I can't commit to it. Starting next week, I will come back either with some more zoo or we'll finally start Tomb Raider. But next week is when I should be able to slip back into something a bit more normal because my work hoopla will be resolved. But I appreciate you guys being here. It is, like I said, it is a little bit shorter. We went under 2 hours, which is unusual for me. But I just got to get to other stuff. I'm not out of busy season yet. But I appreciate everyone being here for the llamas, and experimenting with me on that. And hopefully I will catch you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you during the week. But if not, I will see you in a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate it. It was lovely to meet you, Tony, and you, Rousey. And I hope you all have a good day. Bye.